back to the channel. It is 10 in the morning, Thursday, December 16th, 2021, right? So I was like, you know what? Let's do something different. I was like, let me look back at my earnings from last year on this very same day in 2020. Now, I don't know what the heck happened during this day last year. I looked at my earnings. I made $431 with some change, only doing 21 deliveries. And I was like, wow, like how did I make that much money? Now, if I remember correctly, which my memory is garbage, but I'll try to see if I can find something to, you know, collaborate this. There was a huge snowstorm, you know, and I think they had some crazy peak pay going on that day. That's the only thing that I can think of that would make my earnings balloon like that. I mean, of course, I'm sure we have some crazy deliveries. I think back then I was doing a lot of Total Wine, but not the Total Wine I'm doing now. The kind that was Brady. All you have to do is walk in and they gave it to you. But yeah, so I was like, you know what, I was gonna toss that up as my goal, and I was like, there's no way, even if I toss it up as my goal, there are not enough hours in the day, in the current state of DoorDash and all the other apps for me to hit that. It's impossible. So I was like, you know what, let me do half, but half's only $215. We can do that relatively, you know, relatively easy. So I was like, you know what, let me do 250. So we're gonna toss up the goal of $250. Now, grid-wise, I didn't even have grid-wise last year, but once you sign up, they can actually get your earnings from DoorDash. So it has all my earnings from my very first year to current, even if I didn't have the app back then, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm gonna use that more as a tool. So I'm gonna try to challenge myself to what I did last year. Although it is kind of irrelevant because the year is literally ending. So we're gonna have to start that trend next year. But yeah, we've been online for a few minutes. Nothing yet, crickets. So I'm gonna go get a coffee. You know, my vibes are good. Everything is awesome. So hopefully today we can make some money. So we'll see you guys on the first order. Guys, so we stopped by to get my coffee, right, from McDonald's, and we got an order for McDonald's. Can't get much better than that. So it was showing 625, I think like 3.3 miles. Hey, something to get the blood flowing, you know, our first order in the books type of thing. So we just picked it up, it was ready. So we're about 8 minutes away from the customer's house. So yeah, currently 10:15. So we'll see you guys in a bit, guys. And just like that, we got the first order in the books. It ended up being $7.75. So hey, we'll take it. I'm hoping to do at least one more order before 11. It's currently 10:30, so I'm hoping to get something. But yeah, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Picked up our next order here from the Madeline. It was showing 625, less than 3 miles. And interestingly enough, once I confirmed that I had the order, it told me that it was a gift order. And always giving confusing details like hand it to me and at the bottom leave at my door. Have you guys ever ordered food for someone else, like as a gift? I think that's so interesting. I mean, I can understand gifting things, or maybe taking out a friend and paying for the food as a gift, or you know, whatever. But to order food on a delivery app for somebody else, I don't know why, but that just seems so strange to me. But hey man, season of giving, holidays, I understand. So hopefully I have no issues dropping this off. We'll see you guys on the next one. I just took our first order here for lunch from Santini, showing 650. I think it was going less than 2.5 miles. I'm on my way to Santini's now. Hopefully it's ready. But yeah, we only did about $15 from 10 to 11. That's all right. I mean, it's not the busiest anyways, you know. Any little bit helps, to be honest. So we'll see you guys at the drop-off. When I got the order picked up from Santini's, I made a terrible mistake by trusting the guy telling me it's coming. When people tell you that, man, just no. He told me, yeah, it's coming. And then I saw him take a look at the little tablet, and I think they had just started making it. I'm not even kidding. Then DoorDash updated the pickup time from like 11:03 to like 11:17. Like what? Anyways, I mean, it is what it is. We already waited. We picked it up. If I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't have waited. Although the order looks fairly large. I didn't think it was that big, to be honest. So there could be a little bit on there. We never know. We're going to be there in about 4 minutes. So basically, this one order is taking us about half an hour, which I guess is probably on average what I spend, you know, delivering an order. But I like to do at least 3 an hour if I can. But this from 11 to 12, it might not be possible. Hopefully we get another order right away so we can do at least 2 for sure. But we'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, we got the order dropped off. It was just $7, but they had a nice little basket saying, hey, delivery drivers, take whatever you want. You know, super nice people. So I took a Red Bull. I'm not a huge fan of Red Bulls. I mean, I do like them, but I don't like the price. So I would say this became almost like a $10 or $11 tip if I were to include the price of the Red Bull. So shout out to the customer for being super kind. Now we're going back to the town center, currently sitting at $22.44. So again, not the greatest start, but hey, I'll take it. Hopefully, you know, we get more orders. We'll see you guys on the next one. Just took the next order here from Sweet Green. A little bit of a risk for a lunch order, really. I think it's 9 or 7 items from Sweet Green. 5 miles, I want to say, showing $9.25. Now, Sweet Green is not cheap. They're getting either, I think it was 9. I don't know, I can't remember. But it was either 7 or 9 items. Both of those are pretty high. I think the average cost of a bowl there is like 12 bucks. So in theory, this should be a nice order. But then again, you never know. I don't know if they count like, you know, like dressing or whatever as an item. But Sweet Green, the thing with Sweet Green is the food's always ready. So they never failed in that aspect. So I'm really hoping that it pays off. And even if it doesn't, hey, $9.25, we'll take it. So we'll see you guys at the drop-off. Alrighty, guys, we're back on the road. The order ended up being $12.25. And then I got this offer here from Founding Farmers. It took me a while to accept it, just because I was weighing, you know, I was weighing everything, right? It said guaranteed amount $14.25. It's like 9 miles. I want to say it was like 16 items. So that's a lot of items, right? For Founding Farmers, it's kind of expensive. And I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and take it. Half the miles are just for me to Founding Farmers. Then when I looked at the widget, I was able to see that it has a subtotal of $233.35. So I'm really hoping that, you know, we get a nice little tip on there. It is going to a golf course, if I'm not mistaken, which I haven't been to in a while. I don't remember if it's hard to find. Like the little entrance is kind of hidden, but we'll figure it out. So we're about a solid 13 minutes away from Founding Farmers. The delivery time is not till 12:44, but hopefully the food's ready before. And yeah, hopefully it pays off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, got the food picked up. Waited about 5 minutes, totally okay. One of the bags almost ripped when I was carrying it, so we got that one secured in the catering bag for sure. They don't all fit, but the one that's broken definitely has to go in the bag. What was I gonna say? Anyways, the DoorDash Maps is definitely glitching. Look at the screenshot I took of the route it wants me to take to go to the customer. Literally, like, go all the way by the airport and then come back. No. Anyways, we're only about 2.5 miles away from the customer drop-off. It is not going to the golf course like I thought. It's actually going to an office building. And they put a suite number on there, so hey, shouldn't be too difficult. We'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, got it dropped off, and it was going to the same building that a couple of weeks ago I got a huge tip from Silver Diner, where they tipped me like $53 or whatever. This one had a $59 payout. Yo, shout out to this customer. I'm definitely gonna write her name down, so when I see the order, I like pull it up on the widget, it shows you the name, because she's a great tipper. It was going to a business, but yeah. I mean, I'm speechless right now, honestly. Then right away, we got this order here from Honey Growl, $7. I think it was going less than 3 miles. I took it mainly to keep it going and to try and fit it in the 12 o'clock hour. So I think I should be able to finish the order before 1. It's currently 12:36. We should be there in a few minutes. And then it's not too far from there, but we're sitting at $93 with 87 cents for our current dash. Great. I'm telling you, all it takes is one great order to make or break your dash. Now, you guys saw it with me. I broke it down basically live, you know, my own dilemma with if I want to take the order or not. It was showing us a $14.25 offer, 9 miles, 16 items, you know, so it ended up being a bit of a gamble because I didn't know it was going to be that, you know, that big of a tip. But now I know her name, and yeah, so shout out to her. Sorry, going through some speed bumps here. Not speed bumps, but you know when they put like little like metal plates on the road or whatever. Went through a bunch of those. Anyways, let me go to Honey Growl, get this picked up, and then we'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, got the latest order dropped off from Honey Growl, and it ended up being $8. So now we're sitting around $101, $102. And then I took this offer here from Chick-fil-A, and I'm not gonna lie, I took it by accident. I meant to decline it because I don't like going to Chick-fil-A around noon. But honestly, I don't feel like on a signing, $6.75. The miles are good. It looks like a good order. I just don't like going to Chick-fil-A at this time of the day. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and do it. So hopefully it's not too busy. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got the order dropped off from Chick-fil-A. It ended up being $7.75. And now we are sitting at $109 with 62 cents. It's 1:15 and it's slowed down a lot. Way slow. But I got this offer here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it from Chipotle, showing 4 items, 3.4 miles, showing at $6.50. to be delivered by 1:32. It's 1:15 right now, and it's gonna take me at least a solid 5 minutes to get there. So good chance the food's ready, and even better, that means I don't have to park, because I was about to park. I drove around the town center, first of all looking for a spot. I don't know why there's no spots. But yeah, this is great. That way, you know, we're minimizing our downtime. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. The order dropped off from Chipotle. It was just $6.50 like it was shown. It did say to hand it to her, and then it said leave at my door. So what I did was I dropped it at her door, sent her a text, sent her a photo saying, hey, your order's been delivered. You know, have a great day or whatever I said. And then, yeah, marked it as delivered. And we're currently sitting at $116 with 12 cents. It is $140. I'm kind of hoping we can squeeze one more order in before 2 o'clock. But you know, if it doesn't work, it is what it is. I'm making my way towards the town center like always. I do when I get an order before we get there. That's kind of like my mini side goal, you know, that's kind of where I chill. But I'm trying to get an order before I get there, you know, so we can keep it going. But you know, it is what it is. We'll see you guys on the next one. The next order here from Five Guys showing $6.25. I think it's like 3.8 miles, if I'm not mistaken. I ended up having to park in the town center because I didn't feel like driving around killing more gas. In the end, it wasn't that bad. I only parked for about 5 minutes. And then we got this order, so yeah. So hopefully the food's ready. We'll see you guys in a bit. And actually, I'm kind of hoping they stack it because they love to stack orders from Five Guys. You know, there's a lot of merchants nearby, so hey, they stack it and it makes sense, I'm all for it. Guys, we got the food dropped off from Five Guys. And then after that, we got this order here from Santini, $6. Nothing crazy or anything. I think it's going less than 3 miles. Again, perfect order from 2 to 5. Something where the miles make sense. A nice little decent cash flow order. So hopefully the food's ready and we'll see you guys back on the road. The food picked up, it was ready, it was sitting there. It looks like it's been there for a while. So I wouldn't be surprised if the base pay is a little bit higher on this one. Maybe a $4 base pay, $2 tip, I don't know. But yeah, we're about 5 minutes away, so we're doing great today. Haven't really had a whole lot of downtime, which is exactly what I like, because you know, we don't get paid for sitting around. You know, but yeah, so after this we're gonna be around, let me see here, around $128, maybe almost $130. Pretty decent. Let's go. Guys, quick little update. It's currently 3 o'clock, so after doing the last delivery from Santini's, it just died. Super slow. We don't even have any orders. Kind of wanted to update you guys. So we're sitting at $128 for 37 cents, and it's 2:58, basically 3 o'clock. And usually from 3 to 4 is historically slow for me, so we'll see how it goes, and then hopefully we'll see you guys soon. So the app just crashed on me, signed me out. It went to that screen of like become a dasher, like I'm already a dasher. You know, I signed back in, it signed me back out again. I feel like I'm fighting with this app every single day. Once I was able to sign back in, there was a trash Chick-fil-A offer. I declined that, and then I got this order here from Panera, less than a mile, $6.75. Miles to dollar might be the best order that I've seen all day, so we're definitely taking it for sure. As much as I don't like Panera, hey, I'll take $6.75 for less than a mile all day. Hopefully they stack it. Pickup time is 3:08. It's currently 3:08, so is it gonna be ready? I don't know. Last time I went in there, the Panera was super understaffed, so hopefully they got everything under control. We'll see you guys at the drop off. And just like that, we got the order dropped off from Panera. It ended up being $6.75 like it was shown. The food was ready. It went around the corner. It took me maybe a solid 5 minutes at the most from accepting the order to dropping it off. So we love orders like that. Maximizing our time. And then I got this order here from the Bento House showing 2.6 miles. I think it said 650. Jumped on it right away also. So hopefully the food's ready and we'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, the food was ready from the Bento House. So now we're about 1.5 miles away, or 5 minutes. I love that. And the Bento House is next to Home Depot, right? I hate going through their lot. Their lot is full of like wood and trash. They like never clean it. I don't know if they don't have a sweeping service or they don't have staff or what's going on. But literally just driving through there, I'm always afraid that I'm gonna pick up a nail or pick up something in one of my tires, because there's just filth and garbage basically around the entire lot. And I'm surprised nobody's complained. And I don't mean like people, but I mean like the county. Typically the county here is pretty strict about, you know, stuff like that. But anyways, I'm gonna get a little piece of wood and bring it in my car, so whenever I say something, I feel like I just jinx myself. So hopefully it doesn't happen, because that would totally suck. But anyways, got the order picked up. It is going to a house, which honestly it's a nice little change. Almost all the orders today have gone to apartments or suite numbers for businesses, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just dropping off to a house is just so much easier sometimes, you know. But yeah, so let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, got the order from the Bento House dropped off. It was just $6.75 like it was shown. And then as we were heading back to the town center, we got this order here from Makers Union showing $8.75, 5.5 miles, 3 items. Now the main reason why I took it is because it's a nice order, especially for the slow times. The miles may be a little bit high, but not really. you know, we're gonna get at least $8.75 out of it. And I'd say at least because $8.75 is just a number that I feel like DoorDash would use to high tips. I mean, I could be wrong. And 3 items, I have a feeling the food should be ready because for one, it's randomly 3:35 in the afternoon. I don't expect them to be very busy, so I'm hoping the food's ready. And yeah, so hopefully we can get this dropped off fairly quickly. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, get the food picked up. Luckily, it was ready, and apparently it's been ready for a long time. So now I'm probably thinking that all I'm gonna get is just the $8.75, and it's probably just a higher base pay. Because the guy literally said, "Oh, we were gonna toss it. It's been ready for an hour." So this guy or lady, I don't know how to say the name, they've been waiting for a long time, but that's because they didn't tip. You gotta tip. So we'll see how it goes. About 15 minutes away. We'll see you guys then. Hey guys, now I'm confused. So according to the guy, when I got there to Makers Union, the order had been sitting there for over an hour. Now I just dropped it off. I had a $2.75 base pay and a $6 tip. So just $8.75. So maybe DoorDash was just showing it at like $6.50, $6.25. I don't know. I mean, it is like 5 miles away from the restaurant, so maybe no one was picking it up because of that. I don't know. Sucks for that customer though, because I think he tipped fairly decent. I think just DoorDash did a poor job of marketing it to the Dashers, you know. But anyways, we're sitting at $150 with 37 cents. We just need $100 more to call it a day to hit the goal. Currently 4 o'clock on the dot. Now there's a lot of traffic here. I'm stuck behind a school bus, so it'll be a little bit. We'll see you guys on the next delivery. Alrighty guys, it's been a while since I was checking in. Obviously not for you guys, but it's currently 4:57. I think last time I checked in was around 4 o'clock. I did one order off screen here from Chick-fil-A. I believe it was showing $6.50, and it was just that if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, but I'm sure I tossed up the right one on the screen. Then I got this offer here from Total Wine. I got the offer around 4:30, and it took me almost the entire time to decide if I wanted to take it or not, because it was showing $35.21 as the payout, 12 items, 20.5 miles, right? And I was probably about 3 or 4 miles away, maybe less, from the Total Wine. And I looked at the map, and the map itself didn't make sense to me because it was making me go way out of my way. I'm talking about like go this crazy route and go around and then come back in. It is going to a different area, but the map didn't make sense, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and risk it. So I accepted the order, made it to Total Wine. I found everything like this within 2 to 3 minutes because everything was in the same shelf, just different rows or whatever, right? Got checked out, no issues with the red card or anything. Now I'm pretty sure we're only going to get $35.21 because the subtotal was $100, and for it to show you $35.21, such an odd amount, that's gonna be what you're gonna get. So I was thinking, okay, I got it at 4:30. Even if it takes me a whole hour to complete and come back, I should be back in my zone 5:45, 6 p.m. the latest. You know, with another $35.21 in the books. So that's kind of why I took it. Would you guys have taken this order? Let me know. But yeah, so we're still about 20 minutes away, or 7 miles. It's a little bit of traffic, you know, the 5 o'clock hour. But again, I still think it's totally worth it. We'll see you guys on the next one. You guys, got the order dropped off. Honestly, it was a great drive. Like, there was no traffic. The miles a little bit heavy, I guess, but it's fine. Now we're 13 miles away from the town center, right? Traffic's a little bit heavy, so it's gonna take me 25 minutes to get back, but it's only 5:25. So we should be back in the town center or near there before 6, which I think is perfect. That way we can get lunch started. No, not lunch, I'm sorry, dinner. Now we're currently sitting at $192 with 8 cents, right? And interesting, it had a very high base pay. I think it was $16, and the tip was about $16, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'm sure I tossed it up on the screen. I don't understand why it's this Total Wine delivered over here. There's a much closer Total Wine, and I mean much closer to them. So I don't know. Interesting. I mean, hey, I'm not complaining, right? The guy was cool. He said he hadn't been waiting. I asked him just out of curiosity how long he placed the order, and he said, "Oh, I placed it about 45 minutes ago, and I got the order about 45 minutes ago." So, I mean, he was cool, you know. Very interesting delivery for sure. I'm glad that I was able to find everything without any issues. The red card went through, no problem. And just like that, we're basically $8 shy of $200, and it's $5.28 currently. It is gonna take me, like I said, about 25 minutes to get back into our zone. So we'll see you guys then. Alrighty guys, so after driving back, it took us about 25 minutes. Once I got back into my zone, I was just getting garbage after garbage after garbage. I got paused, I think 3 times after declining so much because nothing was looking good. I mean, not even decent. So when this order came in here from True Food Kitchen, showing $11, 7 items, I think it was like 6 miles, I jumped on it right away. I was like, True Food Kitchen is not cheap for one. So 7 items, the order could be, you know, there could be a hidden tip on there. And $11, I've seen DoorDash hide tips on that before. When I had the order from Morton Steakhouse, it was showing as $11. And that became $25. I'm not saying it's gonna happen again, but I'm just saying that there is precedent for DoorDash doing this. So the food was ready. We're about 10 minutes away now. Let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, gonna do the dropped off. It ended up being $12.75. Hey, I'll take it. We'll take the extra $1.75. Currently 6:28 in the afternoon. We're sitting at $204.83, and I just can't believe that last year I made $431 in 21 deliveries. I'm pretty sure I must have some crazy peak pay, probably $6 or $8 per order. I'm guessing it must have been like that. There's no other way that I could explain. And I did look back, and it definitely did snow, because I have pictures of my dog in the snow. So it definitely snowed last year on the very same day, of course, where we made probably the most I've ever made on DoorDash. To my knowledge, it's gotta be. I mean, I'll double check and correct myself here if I need to, but I'm pretty sure that was the most I've ever made in one day. Not that today's not going great, but I'm just saying $431 just seems so impossible right now. And I can't believe that, for one, that I forgot I ever made that much. And the fact that it was even possible to make that much with so few deliveries. Anyways, making my way towards the town center. Hopefully we can keep it going. We just need about $46 more to hit our goal. Let's do it. Guys, I didn't want to touch on this because I figured if I talked about it, it would happen. And without me talking about it, it still happens. So you know what? We're going to talk about the app issues. My app just literally froze. The screen was red for a solid 2 minutes. And I was getting an order, so I'm sure for a fact that I missed it. Now, it's finally back, but it's still like laggy. And I was reading a comment from my video earlier that I forgot the person's name, so I'm sorry, but they talked about how they close the app every now and then to kind of, you know, get it to come back and get it to work again. And I do it all the time, to be honest, just because I feel like I'm trying to help it. I'm trying to help you, you know, I'm trying to help the app work. But anyways, we're pulling back into the town center. Haven't gotten anything worth taking. Currently 6:40. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next order. Guys, we got the next order here picked up from Kava. It was showing $6.50, I believe 2.5 miles maybe. So after this, we're gonna be around $210. And honestly, we need to pick up the pace because it's almost 7 o'clock and we still need like about $40 more after this to get to $250. I only want to stay till about 8, you know, but if we need to stay out a little bit longer, I'll go ahead and do that if I have to. I definitely want to hit the goal for sure. Plus, we've gotten plenty of big orders today that we should be able to hit the goal. We got the big, almost $60 order. We took the $35 total wine order. Although that one was kind of time consuming, but still totally worth it. I'm glad that I took it, I think, considering that right now it's not that busy. But yeah, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got the food dropped off here from Kava. Ended up being just $6.50, and then right away I got this order here from Morton Steakhouse showing $6.50. I believe it was 6 items, 4 miles. It says Canadian bag required. I'm jumping on it mainly because it is 6 items, which is, you know, and I looked at them before I accepted them. Nothing is, you know, napkins or like anything like that. And after accepting it, I looked at the total. It's showing $217. So I have a strong feeling that there should be at least maybe $15, $16 if not more, you know. So hopefully it works out. We'll see you guys at pickup. Guys, we got the food picked up. It was ready, which is crazy because that place is packed. They're hosting like office parties, you know, holiday parties, I'm guessing, for businesses. But the food was ready, which is the important part for us. Now, you guys see the orders that they gave me, right? DoorDash gives me. I have an 8% acceptance rating. 8%. This is why I don't think it matters. You know, I think all you have to do is, you know, basically dissect every single order when you get it. You know, it all depends. The time of day, where it's coming from, where it's going, how many items, the miles, you know. And once you know your area and the restaurants, you know, and even sometimes the customers. Sometimes by me looking at the name, I'm like, I know that's going to be a good order, you know. And yeah, that's honestly why I don't think the acceptance rating matters one bit, because if it did, then they wouldn't give me these orders, you know. But anyways, we're about 5 minutes from the drop off. Hopefully I'm right. I'm thinking it's gonna be at least $15 plus. Hopefully something in the 20s, but you know, 15 I think at least. That's just what I'm thinking. We'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, one thing that I forgot to mention, of course, when dissecting an order, you have to look at the payout. I mean, I want to say almost everyone knows this, but if you don't, anything below $6, homie, my guy, gal, girl, you're not gonna get anything on top of that. I mean, if it's showing $5.75, unless DoorDash has changed things and now they're high tips on those too, I guess maybe. But I mean, I'm not gonna take that risk. I'm not willing to take that risk. So if you see, you know, $6.25, $7.25, $7.50, those in my area, and for the most part, I think most other areas are basically the hidden tip numbers. $6.25 being the standard. Then I feel like DoorDash likes to play different types of games, and they mess around with, you know, the dollar amount. Obviously, the mileage. That's when the mileage comes into account. You know, if it's more than 4 miles, the base pay might be a little bit higher. But anyways, we got the order dropped off, and they ended up having a $20 tip, $2 base pay, I think. So $2.25 base pay. So it ended up being $22.25. Which is awesome. Now we're currently sitting at $233.58. And then I took this order here from Bar Taco. A little bit of a risk. It was going $6.25. I think it's like 3 miles, maybe less, or maybe a little bit more. 3.5 maybe. I'm taking it because Bar Taco is not cheap, and they do have some alcoholic drinks, which automatically make the order a little bit more expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. The food wasn't ready. We waited about 10 minutes, but that's okay. And now we're back on the road. Currently 7:33. Let's go. So we got the order dropped off, and it went from $6.25 to $11.25. Obviously, I wish DoorDash didn't hide the tips, but that's just the way the game is played. So, you know, it worked out in our favor. Now we're currently sitting at $244.83, 7:41 p.m. So we got about 20 minutes to do $6, basically. Can we do it? Absolutely. So we're basically right there, right at the finish line. Let's go. So I just took our last order of the night, I think, from North Italia, showing $6.25, 2 items. I think it was going 3.5 miles. Currently $7.50, so it's been a little bit, and I was getting no offers. So as soon as this came up, jumped on it right away. We're gonna go see if it's ready. We'll see you guys on the road. Alrighty guys, just got the order dropped off, and it actually became $8.25. So we're gonna finish the whole dash here at $253.08. It took us 20 deliveries. I want to say 128 miles. So the miles maybe a little up there, but I think totally worth it. Definitely. I mean, we hit the goal that we set out for the whole day. Obviously, it was nowhere near what we made last year. But last year there was a snowstorm. Probably not a whole lot of dashers. A crap ton of peak pay. There must have been for me to do that kind of money with only 21 deliveries. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Today was a special dash. It just felt different. It felt a lot longer. I feel like I talked a lot, so I'm hoping the video is not way too long. I'm gonna have to see if I can edit that and figure it out. But yeah, so thank you so much for coming along. Tomorrow, I guess I'll look and see what we made last year and try and beat that. You know, so I basically I'm trying to beat myself while dashing. Let's go. Have a good night, guys. Take care.